Hi everybody, my name is Maria and this is my life on Jorvik Island. So as I said, my name is Maria and this is my life on Jorvik Island and this is my story. Today we have two horses that we will work on. The first horse that we will be working with today is Emerald. Emerald is a 6-year-old South Francais gelding who was imported from England to be sold at the auction. Because he was pretty young, quite a few people were interested in him, but the highest bidder was Julia. He was Julia's favorite, but still he was neglected and underfed. Because of this, he didn't really have a lot of muscle because she wouldn't feed him or train him enough. Amongst the other horses, he was quite popular and respected.
Ma'am, we had a complaint again, saying that another horse is being neglected.
At first he was very calm and shy, but after a while he became a bit more sassy. But then again, he is a horse with a fancy background before Julia. The first thing we did with him before we could do any training was get him to a healthy weight so that we could start him on his training. The food he got for his weight gain was from nectar feed, high calorie, easy digest, and max stamina, and lastly, iron stride. After a few weeks, his weight was good enough for us to train him in jumping. We of course also did some training with the tack so he could get used to it. We started easy, not really too high, but still high enough so that it would be challenging. This went great and he really enjoyed jumping, so we will focus on that mostly. The next horse we will focus on is Storm. Storm is a Welsh Dartmoor mix gelding who came from a breeding facility. At 5 years old he was sold at the auction, but because he was a bit troublesome, he wasn't very popular amongst the bidders. That didn't stop Julia though. She fell in love with Storm and the way he acted. After she took him home, she spoiled him and soon he became her favorite. But still, even though he was her favorite, she didn't take great care of him. Although she didn't neglect him, he was overfed, which caused him to be overweight. Because he was quite spoiled, he wasn't very well liked by the most people, but he was very well liked by the other horses. After a while, the ranger once more came to check the horses, knowing Julia's background.
Ma'am, I'm here to check on the horses.
Go ahead. There's nothing bad going on here.
Ma'am, this horse is overweight. This isn't healthy.
I don't know what you mean. I treat him very well.
No, ma'am, you aren't.
And time again, Julia proved that she wasn't able to take care of her horses. So like a few other horses, Storm came to my stable. Since he was overweight, we started his training as soon as we could. Before that, we did put him in the paddock, which he kept escaping out of. So we decided to put him with Royal. He did calm down after that, so we started his training. First, we trained him by tacking him up so he wouldn't get spooked. And after that we started his jumping training. So that were all the horses. With Zurich we'll keep it simple since he is a jumping horse in and out. So we will jump for his training. Emerald will also be a jumping horse, so his training will be enjoyable for him. Storm will be trained to be a lesson and jumping horse so he can get rid of all that energy. Scarlet will be a lesson horse and also for breeding since she loves to care for foals and she is very great with children. And Dive will be a jumping horse with me and will be a thrill horse for children lessons because he is very calm. And lastly but not the least is Ghost, and he will be a all-around horse since he loves doing everything. He'll mostly be a cross-country horse and a western horse because he likes that the most. He will not be included in the lesson program because he is just too unpredictable. And if you are interested in their progress, I'll try to post something about them on my Insta and TikTok each week. My account is Maria Horse Ranch. But that was everything for today. And for now, until next time.